and welcome back to the Knitting Diaries. This is episode 18 and today is December 19th. My name is Inga Rós and I live in East Iceland with my husband and our 3 boys. This is a podcast about knitting mostly and some dyeing and sewing project bags, which I do for my Etsy shop. You can find me on Ravelry as Inga Rósu and on Instagram as inga.rose, and my Etsy store has a separate Instagram account which is Yarn from the Shire, and that is the name of the Etsy store, Yarn from the Shire. And yeah, I think that's about it for where you can find me. I just wanted to say thank you for joining me for a little bit. If you are a new viewer, thank you so much for checking me out. And I know there is a couple of you because I have some new subscribers. So thank you for that. And I just hope you enjoy and come back for more. Yeah, let's just dive in. And first things first, I was doing a knit along in October and November. That was a shawl along, and that ended on the November 30th, and I haven't drawn for the price yet, so I'm gonna start with that. And I have put into random number generator numbers 2 through 24, and I am going to generate a number, and that is 14, and the number 14, post number 14 is, oh, I just went by it, and that is Helga. Helga lives in Iceland. She is in Akranes, and she just, oh my god, I lost her. No, the post was her bumblebee shawl. It's a beautiful shawl. If you can check it out in my thread if you're interested. For Helga, you can contact me and pick out the price was supposed to be a project bag, a big one. And I know it's not Christmas yet, but I'm not sure if this is going to get to you before Christmas, but this is the project bag. It has my logo on it. Yarn from the Shire. It has a snowflake zipper pull, and it is a bit Christmassy, but if you don't want the Christmas bag, you can also pick, you want the cat bag instead. They are the same size, so you just let me know, and I will try to get it. It will be with you at least between the holidays, if not before Christmas. So that was fun, drawing someone in Iceland. But I also wanted to do a draw for the chattered thread. There wasn't a whole lot going on there, and maybe that was just my fault. But where is it? There it is. Oh yeah, it's and that was going to be a pattern price, so you can choose any pattern up to $8 US, and I will buy that for you and send it to you. And the winner for that is post number 17, and that is, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to do this live and not take too long. Post number 17 is, it's coming up. Post number 17 is Ruatha. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but that is Hillary, and she is in Australia. I think Hillary did purchase some yarn from me, from my editor. I remember that name. Yeah. So Hillary, please choose a pattern and send me your choice on through message box in Ravelry, and I will give that pattern to you. So congratulations, Hillary and Helga. And now for some knitting. I won't be doing another knit along until the new year, I think, because everybody is just busy with Christmas knitting now. So my verk í vinnslu, or my works in progress. I think I'm going to start with these because on Saturday I was doing a Christmas market in my town where I was selling my hand-dyed yarns and my project bags, and I've been doing that quite a lot in December, which is crazy because you are just supposed to be relaxing and enjoying time with your family in December, but that's okay. But I usually have some knitting with me when I'm doing these markets because it draws people in when I just stand there and knit. They want to see what I'm doing. They want to see and touch the yarn that I'm using, stuff like that. So I always have something very small and simple with me. So on Friday night I cast on for a socket hat. I've never done one and I always want to do. And I think on Saturday morning I had about this much done before I went to the market. And it was really busy, so I didn't do a lot of knitting, but some. But look at it. And this is my hand-dyed yarn. It's on my Sunna base, which is an MCN base. And this one is called Skull Candy. It's just a really pale pink base with flecks of black and a neon pink. And I love this. It is so soft and it's a beautiful color. And this is probably going to be for my niece who has a birthday in January. This is not a Christmas present. So this is my socket hat, and I think have about 1 centimeter left before I start the decrease rows. So this was a really fast knit. Only thing I would do different, and the pattern says that you may use go down a needle size for the ribbing, and I will definitely do this hat again, and then I will do with a 2.5 millimeter needle on the ribbing. It's not too loose, but I would like it was a little bit tighter. And I actually did the ribbing for 13 centimeters because I was just, on Saturday when I got home, I was just exhausted and I just wanted to sit down and knit and watch some TV, and that was just what I did. And time flew by and I did 13 centimeters of ribbing. And that's kind of crazy. But I wasn't going to rib it back, so I'm just going to do the stockinette part a little bit shorter. But that's fine. Unnar, my 13-year-old, has already tried this on for me, and he absolutely loved it and asked if I could make him one. Maybe not this very pink, but he is on the list for next one. I'm not really working on anything else at the moment. I am trying to get Christmas ready for the house, so I'm cleaning and baking a lot, so a hat is a really good project for that. But I haven't shown you this in quite some time, but this is coming back out of hibernation. This is my Stripes Gone Crazy cardigan. Don't know if you can see it, but I have almost finished the body. I just have to pick up these stitches and do the ribbing at the bottom and then the sleeves. And I don't know why I haven't been knitting on this. I've just been doing something simple, socks and stuff like that. But I absolutely love this. And this is also my hand-dyed yarn. This is a sport weight one is called Flaker, and this is just a black tonal, and I love how it is not a solid color. So hopefully next time I show you, this will be a little bit further along, because I really want to have a sweater. My kláruverkefni, I think last time I talked to you, I was knitting on these. I have no idea where I was, because it's a long time ago, and yeah, but I finished those. However far along I was last time, I still have to weave in the ends. But these are just for me, and I was doing the box of socks with Kristen from Múlanvine, or from the Yarngasm, but I have been wearing my socks and I have been giving them. I'm pretty sure I have already made 12 pairs, but the idea in her knit along was that you had to keep them in a box and save them for next year, and I have not been doing that. But these are for me, and I'm sorry, I also finished, I think I talked about it last time, that I was gonna make my sister some yoga socks, and I did those, and this was a really fun and simple project. It's a pattern by Patterns Croy. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and they are just called yoga socks. But they are really stretchy. They have this nice pattern on them. This is from the yarn that I bought in Selfoss, and I don't have any tags with me, but it's a really nice sock yarn. Just it resembles the Felici, and as I said, this was a really fun little project, and I still have to weave in the ends. I'm gonna have to take the time to do that. But the main project that I finished, and my only Christmas knitting for this year, is the under sweater, and I love it. I think it's just gorgeous. This is from Kampgarn, which is an Icelandic yarn, and I always love doing color work. There's not too much detail in it, but I love it. And this has been washed and blocked, and even the buttons are on it, and this is going to be a Christmas present for my little nephew, and I just hope it fits him, because as I was talking about last time, I think he is huge, but I think it's gonna be okay. What's next? Í postkassanum, or in the mailbox, I got an amazing package from Terry. She sent me a Ravelry message and asked to send, if she could send my boys. I have 3 boys. From the oldest is about to turn 14 next year, and the middle one is 7, and the youngest is 2. She contacted me and asked if she could send the boys a little package for Christmas, and I said, sure, no problem. If you, yeah, that's okay. And it arrived last week, and when I opened it, I didn't know what to think, honestly. It was full of candy for the boys and toys, and I don't know what she didn't say. She sent I don't know what's it called, the pears dispenser, I think, for each of them, and extra candy to put in those, and lollipops and all kinds of stuff. they were so happy. So they sent their love, Terry, and asked me to say thank you for them. But she didn't only send them stuff. She sent me some things too. And she sent me this little bag of lavender, which smells so nice and is already in my yarn stash. And attached to that was a little flower. Progress Keeper. I don't know if she made this herself, but it's so cute. And she sent me a shawl pin, and she actually had to point this out to me when I was sending her a message to thank her, that it has my name, sort of. My name is Inga Rose, and this is Rosa. I love this. I'm gonna use this on my shows. And she sent me a little bit of notebooks, and last but not least, some Felici, because I can't get Felici here. This is called Piñata. It's so fun, so much fun. Lots of really bright colors. Thank you, Terry. I love this. I said before that I have been doing a little bit of dyeing, and I made 3 new colorways, or maybe not new. I had done experiments with 2 of them before. This one actually went out as a prize, as a one of a kind, but this is just some speckles of 3 colors of blue, and it is just called 3 Boys. This is my tag that I just make at work by my, this is all homemade. Yeah, this one is called 3 Boys. This one is called Cupcake. It's a little bit different than the one I had. I think 1 skein of this, but it's beautiful. It's just this hot pink and brown speckles. And then there is this one. This poisonous green and grey with a little bit of neutral in the middle. And everything that didn't sell in the markets will be going up in the Etsy store. I don't know if I will be putting it up before Christmas, probably up between the holidays, and I will be having a Christmas sale. So watch out for that. I will announce it on Instagram, both on my personal account and the account for the store. The bags that I made, these are the fabrics. This green Christmas one and the red one. I think I've shown you these fabrics before, but and then this one. There are only left 1 of each kind, so if you're interested in these, watch out for the notice when it comes up on Instagram. Man, this was fast. I think that's it for my knitting and dyeing and everything. Síðan síðast, or what's been happening since last time, I have just been dyeing and selling on markets and trying to have some quality time with the boys. We have been doing a little bit of baking, not too much cleaning. But the weather here has been really weird. As in, today was actually the first day in a long time that was cold, and we had a little bit of snow, but there is still green grass poking through the snow, and that's just ridiculous. I live in Iceland. we are supposed to have snow in December. And it's just been raining and it hasn't even gone below 0. And that's just ridiculous. August, my middle son, is really worried that we will not have White Christmas, because that's just, yeah, he doesn't want to have. He wants to have White Christmas, which we usually do, but I don't know what's gonna happen. If it's gonna snow, it doesn't have to be much, but just a tiny bit, because everything just is, the snow brightens up a lot, because I think it never gets really bright or daylight here now. It just gets a little bit less dark and then it's pitch black again. When I leave for work at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's still dark, and it usually lightens up a little bit around 11 o'clock. But around noon or 1 o'clock in the day, it's dark again. So it's dark when I leave for work at 8, and it's dark again when I come home at 4. And it's just pitch black when there is no snow. So that's kind of strange for this time of year. Especially in my part of Iceland. There is usually much more snow here. And since I'm talking about Christmas and snow, I wanted to tell you a little bit about our. We don't have a Santa Claus. That's to say, we don't have just one Santa Claus. We have 13, and those are brothers who live up in the mountains during the year, but they come into town one at a time. The first one 13 days before Christmas. And in the old times, people believed that, or the story goes like that, they are not very nice fellas. They came into on the farms, and they all have really weird names, and they came and pulled some pranks on the farmers. There is one called, I don't know how to translate it to English, but it's called Ketkrókur or Meat Hook. That's a really creepy name for him, but that's a direct translation. And he came and he stole the meat from the farmers that they have been smoking and hanging up in the pantry and stuff like that. They came in and slammed doors and pulled practical jokes on people. They were not really nice. Nowadays they are a little bit nicer, and they come in 13 days before Christmas, and they bring the little children something nice to put in their shoe. The kids put the shoe in the window, and the Hjulads, I've heard them translated as, they bring them something in their shoe. And if they are misbehaving and not doing as they told, they usually get a potato in their shoe. And that's kind of just to put them in place, and they have to get to bed early. And I have a statue. I'm gonna grab it. Hold on. This is hurðaskellir, or I don't have it now. This is the Icelandic Julads collection, and this is hurðaskellir, and this is kind of what they look like. They are wearing traditional Icelandic shoes, which are made from sheepskin, and yeah, they are grumpy old men, kind of. And this one comes to the farms and slams all the doors. Look, he has a patch on his butt. Yeah, This is an Icelandic júlulad, eða jólasveinn. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about our júlulads, which are 13 of them, 13 brothers who live up in the mountains, and their mother is Grýla, who is a troll, and she has a really big black cat, which is called the Christmas cat. And it was told in the old days that if you didn't get a new set of clothes, it didn't have to be a whole wardrobe, it just had to be something new that you got for Christmas, or else the Christmas cat would come and get you and eat you. And yeah, I don't think that is what kids are being told today, but that was talked about in the old days. And you had to get at least one thing: a pair of socks, or mittens, or a hat, or pants, or anything, clothing, any kind of clothing, or else the Christmas cat would get you. Yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions about Icelandic Christmas, you can send me a question in the Ask Away thread in the Ravelry group. But that's it for now, and so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, which will probably not be until the new year, unless I am feeling up to it between the holidays. We'll see. If not, Merry Christmas and have a nice holiday with your family, and hopefully you will get some snow if that's what you want. And I will just see you in the new year. Bye.